Hey everyone! In this video, I'm going to teach you how to play Spades. Spades is a classic trick-taking game. It's for exactly 4 players, and it's a partnership game, so it's played in 2 teams of 2. When you start a game of Spades, it's going to ask you how many points you want to play till. That's totally up to you based on the length of game you want. I'm just going to pick the shortest length of game here, which is up to 70 points. All right. So we'll get into the trick-taking aspect of it shortly, but that is very standard. If you're familiar with trick-taking games, you will understand exactly how that works. Before the round starts, in Spades, you have to make a bid. So a bid is your prediction of how many tricks you think you will win in the round. Each player starts with 13 cards. Spades is played with a standard 52 card deck, and so there are 13 tricks available to win in the round. And you will make a prediction for how many you think you will win. We can discuss how you would go about making this prediction shortly. But spades are the trump suit. They're the most powerful cards in the game. And then any high cards you have are likely going to win you a trick. But of course, that is subject to many factors. So once you've looked at your hand and you've evaluated how strong your hand is, you will make a bid, and these bids happen sequentially. Because it's a partnership game, I have a teammate. So my teammate is bot 2. So I'm the first player, then bot 1, then bot 2, then bot 3, and bot 2 and I are on one team, and bot 1 and bot 3 are on another team, and the UI will make that clear in a second once we've all placed our bids. So I'm going to look at my hand, and just for argument's sake, I will make a bid of 2, meaning I think I will win 2 tricks in this round. Similarly, the other players will make their bids. So we're just going to wait for them to do that. And once we've all made our bids, then the round starts, and I'm the first player. Great, so we've all made our bids. Don't worry too much about whether the bids make sense or not. And now you can see that bot 2 and I are on the same team. That's why our names are in red. We are the red team, if you want to think about it that way. And bot 1 and bot 3 are together on the blue team. All right, so standard trick-taking rules apply here. So there is a lead player. That's the first player. That's me. I'll play a card. Whatever the suit of that card is, everyone else has to follow suit. They have to play a card in that suit if they can. If they don't have a card in that suit, they can play any card they want. Spades is the trump suit, meaning spades is stronger than any other suit. So a spades card will beat every other card and can only be beaten by a higher spades card. After we all play one card, that set of cards is called a trick. And the winner of the trick is the person who played the highest card in the lead suit. So if I lead with diamonds and everyone else is able to play diamonds, whichever the highest diamonds card is, that player will win the trick and gets that much closer to making their bid. And when you win a trick, you lead the next trick. So you become the first player for the next turn. Of course, all of that is superseded by trump cards. So it's the highest player. It's the highest card in the lead suit, with the asterisk being the lead suit could change to spades or is overridden by spades. Okay, so just to show you a quick example of that, I will play the ace of hearts, which is the highest hearts card, and if everyone else has a hearts, then I should win this trick. So bot 1 plays the 2 of hearts, bot 2 plays the king of hearts, and bot 3 plays the jack of hearts, and so I win the trick. Great. Now when I win a trick, I get to go first for the next trick. You'll also notice that in my video box, it says how many tricks I have won in the round so far. So I have won 1 trick. Sometimes tricks are called books, depending on how you've learned to play spades. So that's why the icon is of a book. Great. So we're going to play through these 13 tricks, and we are going to try and make our bids. Now let's talk about the bids. The bids are counted as your team's bid. So what I mean by that is I bid that I would win 2 tricks, and bot 2 bid that they would win 5 tricks. 2 plus 5 is 7. So our team has collectively bid 7 tricks. And so the way we are evaluated at the end of the round is whether our team made their bid. So it doesn't matter if I don't make exactly 2 bids and bot 2 doesn't make exactly 5 bids, as long as between the 2 of us, we have made at least 7. Right? So we have to hit our combined total together. And it doesn't matter how we distribute the tricks between the 2 of us. So I could win 1 trick and bot 2 could win 6 tricks, and that would be fine. So the way the scoring works at the end of the round is if you have made your bid total, if you got at least that many tricks, you get 10 points for each trick that you won, and then you get 1 point for each trick that you were over your bid. So I bid 2, bot 1 bid I bid 2, bot 2, bid 5, so we bid 7 total. If we get 8 tricks between the two of us, then at the end of the round, we will get 7 times 10, which is 70, plus 1 for the extra trick. So we would get 71 points. Those tricks that we won that were over our bid, those are called bags. So you get 1 point per bag. Bags are fine in the short run, but if you get 10 bags, you lose 100 points. So if you consistently underbid and sort of over deliver on your tricks, then eventually all those bags will catch up with you. And the second you get to 10 bags, you lose 100 points, which will set you back. All right. The other thing is that there's a special kind of bid called a nil bid. So that is if one player bids 0. They predict that they will win exactly 0 tricks. Nil bids are special because they do not contribute towards the team bid. So if I bid 0 and my partner bids 5, I myself have to get exactly 0 tricks. Even though our total is 5, we no longer have the leeway of choosing how, there's only, all the paths to getting those 5 tricks in total require me to make my bid of 0. So it's an individual bid, and if I get any tricks, then we will lose points. Okay? So the scoring is in the rule book for how many points you will lose and so on and so forth. But let's first talk about the other case where we make a bid and we don't hit our bid. So if bot 2 and I bid what you're seeing in our video boxes, 7 tricks, and we do not get at least 7 tricks, let's say we make 5 tricks, we will lose 10 points for each trick that we bid. So we would lose 70 points. And then for the nil bid, if I don't make my nil bid, then I would lose 100 points for the entire team. So bidding nil is high risk, high reward, but if I make my nil bid, I gain 100 points. So the nil bid is this special category of bid. Everything else is the same as in a regular trick-taking game. The last thing I'll mention is that you cannot play spades cards until spades has been broken. So what I mean by that is the first spade card to be played has to be played offsuit. So suppose I lead clubs and you don't have a clubs. In that situation, you can play spades. Now spades has been broken, and now everybody can play spades. But until that happens, I cannot play my spades card. So for example, you see I'm the first player again. I cannot play this 2 of spades. I cannot lead spades in the trick because spades has not been broken yet. So spades would have to get broken first, then anyone can play spades. All right? So that is how you play spades. There are a ton of YouTube videos about spades strategy and how to think about bidding and how to do the actual card play trick to trick. Because it's a partnership game, you do have to be very attentive to what cards your partner is playing. Because you are trying to manage collectively the total number of tricks you win between the two of you. All right? So super fun game. You can play it for hours and hours and hours, and we have, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much. Bye.